looking at Occidental Street just outside Safeco Field here in Seattle. We have a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon for baseball here at Safeco Field. The Kings Court in session because Felix Hernandez is on the mound. Happy Felix Day, everybody. Mariners and the Athletics series finale and the homestand finale. Mariners standing at 2-3 before they head off to Chicago, Houston, and Oakland. And just moments ago, some fun in the dugouts. Guys going through their pregame rituals. All kinds of variations of hugs, salutes, acknowledgments, dap, all kinds of good stuff, including a bear hug. Take a look at the Athletics starting lineup for today against Felix.
For manager Bob Melvin, leading off, it'll be Billy Burns. Want to keep him off. The bases can really run. Then it's Canna. Reddick moves up. He will hit third in the lineup today. Stephen Vogt, the cleanup hitter. Laurie. Billy Butler, the DH, batting sixth, and his Coco Chris hitless against the Mariners this season. 0 for 14. Like to see that continue. Simeon and Sogard round out the 9 for the A's. For Felix Hernandez, looking for his 15th win on the year, a 3.74 ERA, 151 strikeouts to 44 walks. Opponents hitting 252 off of Felix this year. And a look at the defense brought to you by American Family Insurance. Seth Smith out in left field, normally right, but in left today. Brad Miller giving Austin Jackson the day off. He is in center. Nelson Cruz is in right. Kyle Seager at third base. Marte and Cano playing up the middle. Logan Morrison with a home run last night, back at first base this afternoon. And Jesus Sucre will do the catching.
The three generations of fans come properly attired for a Felix start on a sunny Wednesday afternoon.
Take a look at the last outing on Friday for Felix. He lost to the White Sox here at Safeco Field. He went 6 innings, gave up 4 earned runs in that one through 100 pitches.
Felix trying to join Dallas Keuchel as the only 15-game winners in the American League. Jake Arrieta leads the majors. He of the Cubs with 16. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. And Billy Burns swings and drives one into the right center field gap. It is deep, and it is gone. First pitch. Home run, Billy Burns. 1-0 Oakland. And we've certainly noted his swinging at the first pitch in this series, and every time we've seen the youngster, he's impressive. His third homer, his 30th unbatted in.
Felix just trying to get ahead of him. First pitch fastball, 91 miles an hour, elevated, belt high in the middle of the plate.
Oakland jumping on Felix on the first pitch. Marcana fouls one off of Sucre. Mark at first base today.
Talking about Burns swing at that first pitch. He's also been productive doing that. For a high average, being aggressive early on. Makes it difficult for the pitcher if you think about it, because they don't want to walk him and put him on base, so that they're going to be a little more aggressive, and he makes Felix pay for it on the first pitch of the ballgame.
He's got 25 stolen bases, and he can fly. Second career leadoff homer. 0-2 to Canna. Fly ball left field, backing up Smith on the track. He's there to make the catch. Billy Burns, his second career leadoff homer. The other one was back on May 24th.
You can see, you can look at his batting average, .495 swinging at the first pitch, including his third home run.
Formula that works.
It does for him.
Boy. Impressive. Here's Josh Reddick. It's a 149 hitter against Felix. Paul Schreiber barking out balls and strikes today. Fielding Culbreth at first, Manny Gonzalez at second, and Jim Reynolds at third. A home run given up by Felix, the 17th of the season. Taijuan Walker's given up 22.
For Felix, his fastball averages are 92 miles an hour. That's the great changeup.
This is playable. Seth Smith for the catch. 2 outs.
And Felix this year used his curveball quite a bit more this year than he did last year. His curveball percentage almost at 30%. Last year he was at 16. He's had a good curveball. League hitting just 150 off the curveball this year. And you look at his career numbers against the Athletics: a 2.63 ERA, 20 and 8.
10-5 here at Safeco Field in 17 starts, a 2.63 ERA. And here's Stephen Vogt. So be careful with him. Vogt is 9 for 15 with a homer against him. Vogt makes his home in Olympia. 1-1. Vogt came on as a pinch hitter in last night's game when stayed in at first, went 0 for 2. Brad Miller going back into the gap. He's there to make the play. So leadoff homer by Billy Burns has the A's in front of Felix. 1-0 with the Mariners coming to bat. Like a sunny day here in Seattle. Mariners coming to bat here against young right-hander Chris Bassett. Down 1-0 thanks to Billy Burns' lead-off homer. Let's take a look at the Mariner batting order.
This afternoon's starting lineup brought to you by Chevron. Marte's been a hot hitter, has his average up to 329, leading things off. And it is Seager, Cruz, Cano, and Smith in the middle of the lineup. The DH today is Mark Trumbo batting 6th. He's homered in 3 of the last 4 ball games. Logan Morrison with a home run in last night's game. Miller and Sucre round out the 9 for the Mariners. For Bassett on the year, 1-5 record, but a 2.48 ERA. He's really pitched well for the A's. 53 strikeouts, 19 walks, and 69 innings. Opponents hitting just .212. Take a look at the defensive setup for the A's. Crisp in left field. Burns, the center fielder. Reddick out and right. Laurie, the third baseman. Simeon and Sogard playing up the middle. Canna at first, and Stephen Vogt will do the catching.
So Bassett coming over from the White Sox in the Jeff Samardzija trade last December. First pitch to Ketel Marte. Ball 1. Marte has really sparkled in this lineup, and especially at the leadoff spot. Growing confidence minute by minute. He's looking good.
See what he's done in this series. 6 for 9 with a triple and a couple of doubles.
And the line, fair ball. Fans leave it alone. Coco Crisp digs it out. Marte got about halfway and then shut it down. So a leadoff base hit.
Now 7 for 10 in the series and just slaps it right inside the bag at third base. We look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo and the swing by Marte. This is on a fastball at 93 miles an hour. Probably just off the outside corner.
Well, Rod Carew would be proud of that swing. Tony Gwynn.
I think if he knew a little bit more, and as he moves along, if he knew a little bit more about Coco Crisp and the lack of a throwing arm that he has, he probably would have continued on into second base. The throw was wide, didn't have a lot on it, but again, just learning this league.
Here's a guy the Mariners are waiting for a big breakout. Potholed road he's been on 0 for his last 10 and 1 for his last 22. Kyle Seager.
Every now and then, as a player, you cannot wait for that calendar to turn. The month of August has been tough on Kyle. We're on here on the 26th of August, so I'm sure he's looking forward to September 1.
Take that to the bank. 0-1 pitch. Ooh, jammed. Laurie throws him out. Hunter does move up.
Bassett has a good fastball. His average fastball 93 miles an hour. At times you'll see 95, 96. And this is a fastball right at the top of the strike zone, but way off the plate. And you can see Kyle trying to pull the barrel out of there as it ties him up. Bassett will also mix in a slider, curveball, an occasional changeup. He is somebody that you would call effectively wild.
In other words, you're not real comfortable digging in, are you?
No, it's difficult. As he throws hard enough, you have to respect his fastball. That fastball at 95 off the plate, but it's hard to zone him up, look in an area. Gets a lot of swings and misses at his fastball that's off the plate. He's been pitching well since the All-Star break. 2.18 ERA for him.
Ground ball past the diving Simeon. Marte will score easily. Got a tie ball game. Nelson Cruz with RBI number 80. Ed McClendon talking about Cruz. He's a complete hitter. And no doubt about that this year. No question.
He's now reached base safely in 36 consecutive ball games as he hits this ball right back up the middle. Fastball in the middle of the plate at 93 miles an hour. Able to get it past the shortstop, Simeon. And for Cruz, 80 RBIs on the year for him. Marte, what an impact he's had on this club.
Speed, man. A dynamic that had not really been on this ball club. Here's Robbie Cano. 6-game hitting streak. 10 for his last 23. I like that distinction he has. First 11 years of his career, 30 or more doubles. First person to do it.
There you go again with Cano. First player in Major League history, 11 years in a row, to start his career with 30 doubles or more. Amazing. Only 4 active players have 11 years with 30-plus doubles.
And on the button, base hit past Sogard. Cruz will move to second base. Hitting streak to 7 games for Cano.
He's been swinging the bat extremely well for quite a while, but even more so since the All-Star break. Right on the barrel, squares it up.
Brings up Seth Smith. One-time Oakland A. The other way, a looper. That'll work. Cruz to third. He's going to come around and score. Cano to third. Seth Smith, RBI double. Mariners have the lead at 2-1. Smitty with his 25th double, 32nd run batted in.
.95-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside corner. We'll take a look at Seth's swing, pulling the hands in as close to his body as he can. Still gets in on him a little bit, but able to fight it off. Mariners have done a good job here in the first inning of making Bassett throw his fastball on the plate. Again, he gets a lot of swings at his fastball off the plate away. All these fastballs that the Mariners are hitting are on the plate.
Trumbo's been swinging a hot bat. 7-game hitting streak for him. 3 straight Mariner hits. 4 or 5 have reached base here. Well, dunk shot.
That'll work.
Reddick can't get it. Cruz. Station to station as long as somebody scored. It works. Base hit. Trumbo. RBI number 25. A 3-1 lead for the Mariners. 8-game hitting streak now for Trumbo.
We'll take a look at it. Looks like it goes off the end of his bat. Little cut fastball off the end of the bat, but that will work. Trumbo now 25 RBIs. Mariners a perfect 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position here in the first inning.
I like hearing that number.
Bring up Logan Morrison. Logan with his 13th home run on the year last night. It was a 2-run home run. Hit the foul pole down the right field line. Nice birthday present. Logan turning 28 years old last night or yesterday.
Buy a new car, buy a new suit. Now hit a home run. First and third. Strike one to Lomo. 0 for 2 against Bassett. Mariners beat Bassett at Oakland back on July 5. That was Mike Montgomery's last win. Lomo, the 7th man to the plate here in the first inning. It's only 1 out. Mr. Bassett struggling. Bassett out of Toledo, Ohio, went to college at Akron. As you look at Bob Melvin, skipper of the A's since the 11 season. Energy there in 2012 and 07 over with Arizona.
Interesting game plan that Edgar Martinez put together for Bassett. We talked a lot about Billy Burns swinging at pitches early. That's been the case for the Mariners here in the first inning. They're not taking many fastballs on the plate. Logan fouling that last one off. Mariners already 3 runs. Logan, the 7th hitter in the lineup. And Bassett has only thrown 15 pitches.
4 consecutive hits. 5 in the inning. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball. There's another base hit and another RBI. 4-1 Mariners. Lomo with RBI number 40.
This is on the curveball, 73 miles an hour, up in the zone on the inside corner, and Logan able to get enough of it. Hit it out into right field, soft line drive for him, and he'll pick up an RBI.
5 consecutive hits, 3 consecutive RBI hits. Brett Miller, the center fielder. A 4-1 lead for the Mariners. Brett Miller in his 2nd start as a center fielder. 1-0 pitch. Taken for ball 2. Brad the 8th man to face Bassett here in the first. And an RBI party going on in the first inning. You're invited, Brad Miller, 3-0. Jesus Sucre on deck. Strike 3-1. Bases are loaded. Ball 4 to Brad Miller. A nightmarish start for Chris Bassett. 1 out, bases loaded, 4 runs already in.
Edward Mojica going to get loose in the pen.
There's a Mariner backup catcher, Jesus Sucre. Getting his start, he's got the bases loaded. Popped it up. Laurie for the catch. 2 down. And the Mariners have batted around. There's Marte again. Mojica up and hitting up quickly. He pitched 2 innings of scoreless relief in first game of the series.
Marte able to get things started for the Mariners, leading off. The base hit it right inside the bag at third. What a series. 7 for 10 in the series. Average up to 338 now.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 4 runs in. Breaking ball for a strike. Mark Trumbo, he's at third. Logan Morrison at second. And Brad Miller at first. A 1. Marte coming into today's game in 22 games and walked 11 times. Bouncing ball, that is fair. That'll do it. Mariners lead 3, but the good news, they score 4. 4-1 as we go to the second inning. The Athletics. CenturyLink, what's next? The Chicago White Sox for 4. Roena Solis will get his start against Carlos Rodon, Taijuan Walker and John Banks, Sashi Iwakuma and Jeff Samardzija, Mike Montgomery against Jose Quintana. We saw Samardzija here last year when he was with the A's. Pitched a heck of a ball game, went 7 and a loss. Brett Laurie's going to lead it off here in the second. A's run coming on a first pitch of the ball game. Billy Burns homered. Third time Felix has given up a leadoff homer. Ian Kinsler got him on the third pitch in 2011 in a game, and Jose Reyes got him in 2013 on the first pitch. Laurie, Butler, and Chris, 5, 6, and 7 coming up. For the first strikeout of the afternoon for Felix Hernandez, Kings Court. One-two pitch. Here's the ball 2. Bears trying to finish this homestand at 3-3 before the 10-game road trip.
Putting up a pretty good fight. 6 pitches so far in the at-bat. 375 hitter against Felix in his career.
2-2. Driven to left. Seth Smith right there. Let's send out our best to a couple of happy kids here. Dean and Elda Holmes. Dean's 91, Elda's 88. They're out of Olympia celebrating their 65th wedding anniversary. Mazel tov. That's wonderful.
That's great.
Many happy returns. 65th wedding anniversary. Billy Butler, 219 career hitter with a homer against Phillies.
Really like to see Felix settle in, get the ball back on the ground. So far, all 4 outs that are recorded fly ball outs.
There's 1-1. Did go, says Paul Schreiber, home plate umpire. Billy can't believe it. And here, Billy Butler say ask for help on Washington. Walk him away. He is not happy.
Watching him, I thought maybe he was arguing that he thought it was a called strike. He didn't even think it was a check swing or close to it.
Oof.
And I think that's what confused him.
Boy, he is hacked.
Yeah, you can see where that pitch was in off the plate.
There's the first strikeout. Felix on the board now. 2 outs here in the second. He had Billy at his mercy here, didn't he?
He certainly did, and he threw him a really good changeup right on the outside corner.
Two outs here in the second. Coco Crisp.
A lot of time on the disabled list for him this year. Only 95 at bats on the year, and has struggled. Just a 158 batting average.
Neck injury kept him out for a long time. Easy play, Loma, as Felix has a nice and easy second inning. Mariners have a 4-1 lead and looking to build on it when we come back. gorgeous. And a reminder that Seattle Mariners baseball here on Root Sports being brought to you by AM/PM. Too much good stuff. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor the BNSF Blast. Was just out there last week. Spectacular. Here's Kyle Seager. Grounded out to third. Mariners batted around in the first inning. 10 men to the plate. 4 runs on 6 hits, and they left the bases loaded. RBIs by Cruz, Smith, Trumbo, and Morrison. Kyle yanks this one foul.
And the Mariners have been very aggressive early in the counts, trying to take the fastball away from Bassett.
Batted around in the first inning. Last time it happened against the Tigers on July 7th. High to Kyle. Seager, Cruz, and Cano. 2, 3, 4 here in the Mariner batting order. Mariners trying to beat the A's for the 9th time this season against 4 losses. 4-1 here at home. Two pitch. Center field. Billy Burns is right there. One out in the second. Hey fans, King Felix wants you on his team next year, so join the club right now as a 2016 Mariners season ticket holder. A full season or a 20-game plan, you can guarantee your seat to catch the all-star pitcher of the Mariners here at Safeco Field next season. For more information, go to mariners.com/16. Cruz with his 6th hit of the homestand, picked up an RBI last time up. Billy said that ball he hit last night might have been one of the best balls he's hit all year, and that's saying something.
That's saying a lot.
That ball was smoked.
His 38th home run on the year. It's probably 3 or 4 days ago on the radio side of the pregame show when we were talking about it. Aaron was asking me to pick out my favorite, and I couldn't pick out a favorite.
Well, that's a good call. That's a good question. 2-1. I like the one in Colorado.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Just consecutive games reaching base. And Holiday holding the high water mark this season. That did hit it. The one that hit the train in Houston wasn't too shabby.
No, that was impressive. The one that he hit out in the Rays tank in Tampa. Get Felix a win. That was outstanding.
And the one, and then the one in L.A., the one that went down the foul pole, but then the other one he blasted the right center
against the Dodgers.
Stadium.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Here's Cano with a base hit, right field. First inning. It's nice when you have a guy like that. You can say, "Yeah, let's rack the brain a little bit. Think back some of those goodies."
Well, there's so many of them. 38 home runs on the year.
Hit one. Did he go upper tank here this year? Hit one near to Robinson.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's hit him out in the pen a number of times. Robinson Cano has been a hot hitter. Probably about 3 weeks before the All-Star break, he was down to 238. Ended up hitting 251 for the first half. But since the All-Star break, going into this game today, he's already 1 for 1, hitting at a 343 clip.
Biggest thing mechanically that you've seen.
I think it goes back to what Lloyd had talked about with him, and he had that. When you look at his front leg and on his foot, how it's flat on the ground. He was lifting up his heel, and he wasn't getting his foot off the ground at all, and it was causing him to be late. So he had two pieces to it. One, the heel would come up, and then he would start his stride. And by the time he started his stride, the ball was on him, and as soon as he took that element out of his swing, he started to barrel it up.
And during that time, before he made the switch, he made the bat look a heck of a lot slower. I mean, now everything.
It was because he had nothing left. He was swinging just with his upper body and his arms. Now he's able to get his legs into it. You can see him rocking right there, but that's been a big difference. And during that time, you probably remember this, but a lot of teams were pitching him inside, hard inside, because he wasn't able to get to it.
Right.
But that has changed lately. They're having to mix it up all the time on him. It seems as if he's getting 2 hits every day. A couple of hits last night. 2 for 4, runs scored and an RBI.
2-2 pitch. Looks like everybody's going to be safe, and they are, because Bassett dropped it. Mariners will take it.
Well, we've talked about it with the A's. They are last in the American League in fielding.
E1. Error on Bassett. There's 1 out, 2 on for Seth Smith.
Take a look at it. After it went off the end of the glove of the first baseman, the second baseman, Sogard, making the play, and Bassett there in plenty of time. Not able to make the catch.
Blank City.
Seth Smith with a double his first time up and drove in a run.
Want to cash in, get these extra outs. Seth.
Mariners getting a lot of opportunities early in the ball game. 4 for 6 so far, runners in scoring position.
Third base umpire said did not go. It's Jim Reynolds down there. On the 1-1 pitch to Seth. Sogard, Simeon, and they get the double play, completing it to Mark Canha. 4-6-3 in the double play. No runs, no hits, an error, and a man left. As we have completed 2 innings here at Safeco Field, Mariners 4-1 lead. Matinee. Buy early and save when you purchase single game tickets at Mariners Team Store. There's no service charge. Plus, you'll receive 10% off regular price merchandise that day. So gear up when you buy tickets at any of the 5 Mariner Team Store locations. Felix Hernandez on the mound today, a 4-1 lead. Mariners batted around in the first inning after Billy Burns' first pitch of the ballgame homered. Quick response by the Mariners. Little cutie there. Marcus Semien, shortstop, followed by Eric Sogard, the second baseman, and then Billy Burns, the center fielder. Semien 4 for 8 against Felix. Had another pregame session with Ron Washington. Infield drills, close range, and Mark Canha. Those 5 games at home for Felix, mark of 3-2 with a 3.79 ERA. Here's 2-1. It's going to be caught by Marte. Good range. Broken bat over.
Felix was able to get it on the changeup. 88 miles an hour, and Marte goes back over the shoulder. Talked about him. What a good athlete. Easy play for him right there. Felix likes it.
There's Eric Sogard. And he started second base today. And last night's game's pinch hitter. 1 for 1. Fully equipped, cape, t-shirt, crowd, all complete.
A lot of kids out there this afternoon. By the time we get back from the road trip, most of them will be in school.
You know it. Oof, that hit Sogard. He didn't want to do that on him, too.
Felix so far has faced 9 batters, 8 first pitch strikes. To take a look at this last fastball right on the elbow of Sogard. We were talking about maybe a good idea. One of the few hitters you don't want to throw a strike to. Billy Burns, very aggressive on the first pitch.
I think you want to play bowling for dollars here. Just roll it up. Hit this.
Felix throwing a lot of first pitch strikes this afternoon.
Ball for strike. Burns has been impressed. Young man out of Marietta, Georgia. Billy Burns, first pitch of the ball game, he hit it out. Third time Felix has given up a leadoff homer, opening up the ball game. Kinsler and Reyes gotten him previously. Kinsler in 2011, 2013 for Jose Reyes. Put it in play. Cano's got the one play. It's in front of him. They just got Burns scooting down that line. 2 outs with Sogard moving to second. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Who doesn't have a good time in a pen? We should broadcast the game out there one day. What the heck, before we end this season? You look out from our vantage point under the A and Safeco Field, and He just said, good time, man, by all. Marcana fly to left. Good luck pitch, 1-1.
Just off the outside corner. 36 pitches, 27 strikes for Felix so far. Let's see, first couple of innings, ball elevated a little bit on him. Now he's starting to work at the bottom of the strike zone. That's a good sign for the Mariners.
It goes. They check the field and Colby.
He has a really good curveball today. All three pitches, different pitches, but all of them ending up in almost the exact same spot as he gets the swing right here on the curveball.
One strikeout so far for Felix. Second inning, he got Billy Butler. He's got Canna 1 and 2. 2-2. Pitch, swing and a miss. Tagged by Sucre. Strikeout number 2 for Felix. That's how he ends the A's 3. 4-1 Mariners. Lead at 4-1 here. Don't forget, stick around after the game. Mariners postgame comes your way, presented by Delta Airlines. Brad and Bill will be out there for all the postgame news and information. Mark Trumbo's going to lead things off here in the third. Followed by Logan Morrison and Brad Miller. Slow breaking ball for strike one. Trumbo base hit to right and an RBI in the first. Mariners batted around. 10 men to the plate. 4 runs, 6 hits, and left the bases loaded. 4 runs on 6 hits. And Trumbo quickly behind 0-2. With that base hit, extended his hitting streak to 8 games.
Starting to hit the ball out of the ballpark. 3 home runs in his last 4 games.
Bassett's hit him better, walked him better, hasn't struck anybody out. Trumbo DHing today. 1-2 pitch.
Pretty good job just to get a piece of that pitch. Like a slider off the plate away.
Bassett at 6'5", a high school baseball and basketball player. Straight back.
Pretty good swing at that last fastball. Everything away until that last fastball. Looked like Mark was able to get the barrel to it, fouling it straight back.
One and two. Ball two as it bounces off of Stephen Vogt. 68 degrees here, Safeco Field. Light breeze blowing from the left field foul pole towards the right field pole. Must be some meal getting ready to be served. Full count here to Trumbo. Bottom nine, Houston leads at the Yankees 6-2 in the rubber match of that series. 3-2. Is that play?
.52 pitches working here in the third. 30 strikes. This will be the 9th pitch of Mark's at bat.
A walk. Second free pass today. Miller drew the first walk in the first inning.
Look at Logan Morrison. Logan with a 2-run home run last night. Had a base hit his first time up. Base hit into right field. Picked up an RBI.
Jumps on the first pitch, hits it deep right center field. Burns is under it. One out. Bring up Brad Miller. The next BECU Family Night, it's set for Tuesday, September 8th. Mariners will host the Rangers. Each member of the family can purchase select view level seats for one low price. To secure your savings, log on to Mariners.com and buy your BECU Family Night tickets today. Little cutie.
Uncle Charlie.
I don't know to Brad Miller playing center field today, so I can start out there.
Started in left field in last night's game, giving Austin Jackson an afternoon off.
Tuno. Big first inning for the Mariners in this 4-1 lead. Grant fouls it off 2-1. Marte got it started with a base hit to left after Seager grounded out, moving Marte to second. RBI single Cruz. Cano with a base hit to right. RBI double set Smith. Trumbo singled in a run. Morrison singled in a run. 10 men to the plate, and they left them loaded. 2-1. 2-2 to Brad Miller. pitcher Chris Bassett, picked by the White Sox, 16th round, 2011 player draft, first-year player draft. Two. That's worth the full count. There's Sucre's on deck. Brad's aboard, another walk. 2 men on for Sucre. Sucre was up with the bases loaded his first time and popped out for third.
Mariners so far are doing a good job hitting with runners in scoring position this afternoon. 4 for 7.
Ball first strike to Jesus. Sucre playing in his 26th game. He's done a good job. He's got 5 sacrifice bunts down. It's not a bunt situation. Here's a ground ball. Laurie. Sogard. They go around the horn for the double play. A couple of walks. Mariners cannot push anybody across. We go to the 4th, a 4-1 lead for Seattle. Enjoying the sunshine here in Seattle. Blue skies, little streaks of clouds upstairs. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Mariners embarking on a 10-game, 11-day road trip. Sox for 4, Houston for 3. Enjoy a day off in San Francisco next Thursday. Play the A's for 3, and then come home for a nice long homestand. That'll be 7, 8, 9, 10-game homestand when we come back. Texas, Colorado, and the Angels. Elix and company have a 4-1 lead. Top of the 4th, Josh Reddick to lead off for the Athletics, followed by Stephen Vogt and Brett Lorick, 3, 4, and 5.
Felix so far in great shape with his pitch count. 39 pitches, 29 strikes, 11 batters faced, 10 first pitch strikes.
Reddick fly to left in his first at bat. Strike 1. Two. Reddick batting in the 8-hole last night. 1 for 4, an RBI double in the second inning.
I thought it was a great pitch that Tom Wilhelmsen threw to him to end the ball game. Lazy fly ball to right on a changeup. 2-0 changeup. Tom did not give in to him at the time. They had a runner at second base. That would have been the tying run. Tom with his 4th save last night.
You see him back in that role again and getting some success.
Well, he has his good fastball again. His last few outings, he's been 97, 98 miles an hour with a good changeup to the lefties. And as you look at the Mariners bullpen these days, he's the guy with the experience out there.
Strike 3 call. Resignation in Reddick's body, you can see. He got fooled on that one. 3rd strikeout for Felix.
Probably looking for the changeup. Felix goes with the fastball, 93 miles an hour, right off the outside corner.
Great pitch.
Yeah, perfect pitch.
Back-to-back Ks for Felix. One down here in the 4th with Stephen Vogt. Brad Miller has it under control. Pretty comfortable out there. Hey, it's now time for you to tweet your strongest fan photo. Use hashtag RTNW DataStrongFan and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast. Brought to you by T-Mobile. Strike 1 to Brett Laurie, lined out to left. Leading off the second inning. Felix has got 11 outs on 45 pitches. Backhanded beautifully by Seager. Throws out the Oakland third baseman Brett Laurie. Felix has a 1-2-3-4 and a 4-1 lead. I salute you, gentlemen. I wouldn't trade with you either. Catch a new episode of Seahawks All Access tonight at 10:30 Pacific. Get exclusive player interviews and Seahawks stories you can't find anywhere else. Due to NFL restrictions, Seahawks All Access is only available for viewers in the Seattle and Portland markets. For their local programming schedule, visit rootsports.com. Man, I've had good seats over that ballpark calling games, but I'm not trading with those cats. No way. We pull back. That gives you a pretty good perspective on what they're doing. Over the years in this country and around the world, there have been some brave men doing that gig. That's a different kind of cat.
So I guess you're out.
Dude, please. I get on a 6-foot ladder and I'm calling for emergency services. Come on.
I'm with you.
Del Marte to lead it off. Breaking ball hit the center field. Backs up Burns. And there's one out. One out here in the fourth brings up Kyle Seager 0 for 2 with a ground out to third and a fly out to center. Strike one to Seager. They're slowing that arm down on the breaking ball. Did you notice that?
Quite a bit, and he doesn't throw the curveball a lot. He's thrown a couple of them in this game, and that was at 70 miles an hour.
1-1 pitch.
I have a feeling Kyle is going to get hot. I think he's going to really take off in the month of September. August has been a real struggle. He's, over the last 3 years, been one of the more consistent performers in the lineup for the Mariners.
He's got a good count here, 3-1.
What does Lloyd McClendon say all the time about the good ones somebody's going to pay?
Oh, man. There's no question.
Yeah, paying all year with that guy.
That's exactly right. Seager wants some of that action. 0 for his last 12 and 1 for his last 24. Houston Ball Club closed out the Yankees 6-2 in the last hour. 2 out of 3 up at Yankee Stadium. 3-2 here to Seager. Houston, bad win, picks up half game on Texas. Texas now 5 back. Angels 5.5 back. 2.
He keeps fighting. 8 pitches in the at bat. Keep everything in on his hands.
One out, nobody on. 3-2 pitch. Do it again. Ball center field for Burns. He's been a busy man. 2 outs.
Pitch selection for Chris Bassett on the year. 58% fastballs. We've seen a lot of fastballs today, mixing in a slider at 22%. Again, occasional curveball and changeup from him. Fastball averaging around 93 miles an hour.
Brings up Nelson Cruz. RBI single in the first, hit by a pitch in the second. Cruz got the RBI parade going in the first inning. RBI number 80. Smith collected his 32nd, Trumbo his 25th, and Morrison his 40th. Burns is going to get all 3 outs here in the fourth. And the Mariners have done as we move to the 5th, a 4-1 Seattle lead. 7-1 Mariners. In print and online at SeattleTimes.com. Seattle Times is going to deliver deep sports coverage to your desktop, phone, or tablet. Make the most of the season. Visit SeattleTimes.com to subscribe today. Beautiful, beautiful scenery out there.
Great day to be on the water.
Get up in that little parasail deal. I know my oldest son would do that in a heartbeat. He's already jumped out of the plane, much to my terror. Thankfully, he told me after it happened. Hey, what'd you do today? I would parachute. Billy Burns slaps one the other way. And how about Billy? He's coming off a strikeout. Billy Butler, rather. Butler, in his first at bat in his second inning, struck out on a 1-2 pitch. He didn't like the strike 2 call that went against him.
It's a pretty good pitch right here. Down, right on the outside corner. Serves it into right field.
Second hit for Oakland. Burns had the first with the home run leading off the ball game. Here's Coco Crisp. Felix with 3 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody. Right, elbow surgery. Crisp, he's had a neck injury.
You're not too crisp anymore.
That was foul. Past Ty Waller, the first base coach, 1-1. It's Jim Reynolds. 1-2 strikes.
Felix had a good curveball again today. Soft speed pitch is doing a good job keeping him down. 82 miles an hour on that last pitch.
All 2 strikes.
.52 pitches, 41 strikes for Felix. And again, he's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes. 16 batters, 14 first pitch strikes. So working ahead of the hitters.
Felix has been double-figure strikeouts twice this year, all early in the year. 10, his first game of victory against the Angels here. Struck out 12 against Texas here back on the 18th of April. Peripherally, you got to be able to probably see that. It's not a lot of fun. Scooped off the end of the bat. While Felix has only had 2 double-figure strikeout outings, still in the top 10 entering today's action. 8th in the league with 151. 3 more so far. Chris Sale leads with 222. 1-2. Allowed first inning. Burns' first pitch of the ball game homered. Mariners come back home first. 10 men to the plate. 4 runs on 6 hits. Left the bases loaded. Since then, just the 1 hit by Butler, leading off here in the 5th.
Be the 9th pitch of this at bat. Felix really trying to mix it up. A lot of curveballs. That last pitch fastball off the plate away.
Two pitch. Strike 3 call. 4 Ks for Felix. 1 down here in the 5th.
One of the things that really separates him from a lot of the pitchers in this league. 3-2. Coco Crisp with good speed. Typically guys are going to challenge him with the fastball, and he comes back with a curveball and able to throw it for a strike. There you can see the look on his face. He was expecting the fastball too, and that's what a big difference.
Marcus Semien popped out to short. Chase, Felix ahead 0-2. Playing deep in the outfield for Semien. 0-2 pitch. Slow line at first. Butler. Pitch. 2-2. Felix looking for his first victory since the 9th of August when he beat Texas 4-2 in a 7-inning performance.
I'm so used to seeing a lot of changeups from him, but more curveballs today.
Slow roller. They get the lead runner, Butler. There's 2 outs.
Smart play. Marte, you can see Cano talking to him right now to get the lead runner.
Century Link, what's next? Chicago series. Elias back in the starting rotation goes. Will be done by Walker, Iwakuma, and Montgomery against the White Sox. Yeah, you could hear Cano calling for him to. Now you got to play here.
Well, and it's because Billy Butler was the one running. Any other runner probably you end up getting the sure out at first base, but you have the opportunity to get the lead runner because Butler doesn't run well.
Good communication out there. Sogard, the hitter. In on by a pitch in 0-2. Runner was rolling there. Cano going to throw out Sogard. And that'll do it. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom 5 coming up. Robinson Cano will lead things off when we come back. go to the home fifth. Take a look at our Delta Airlines. Keep climbing standings with the victory today at Yankee Stadium, taking 2 out of 3. Astros lead at 5 over the Rangers, 5.5 Angels, and 12 against the Mariners. And we will see the Houston Astros starting next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights before heading off to Oakland. Right now, the story here at Safeco Field, Felix Hernandez in good shape as he tries to secure his 15th victory of the season. Bobbled by the shortstop, another error for him as Cano's aboard. Second time he's reached on an error. He also has a base hit.
And Simeon has had his issues at shortstop this year, and sometimes this ball's hit firm right at him. Almost missed it completely. Actually hits him in the leg. Sometimes sitting where we said you can almost see the error happening right before it does, right?
See that happen. Sometimes you see that in between. He's angry with himself. He's done a ton of pregame drills with Ron Washington before, a matter of fact, before each game in this series.
Well, he's a good athlete, and he's swung the bat well for the A's this year, but I'm sure Ron will take a look at that and let him know you cannot get on your heels. You get back on your heels, and the ground ball will eat you up.
It's 32nd error. Seth Smith. Cano's been on board all 3 times. Single, error by the pitcher, error by the shortstop. Seth with an RBI double in the first inning to left. Bounced into a double play in the second.
Every time I think we can write the Twins off, they get hot again. They've won 5 in a row playing at Tampa Bay.
Well, again, they got it. We didn't see him here, but when we went to Minnesota, we saw Sano, and we're like, oh my goodness, difference maker.
He certainly is. He has 12 home runs.
Paul Molitor, Paulie doing a nice job there. 3 games over 500 starting today. Right there in a wild card chase. Look for the Buxton kid on highlights. We didn't see him when we were up there.
No, he was on the disabled list at the time.
Dozier, their second baseman, continues really good rate. Seth Smith draws a walk. Mariners that first 2 men aboard here in the 5th. That is the 4th walk issued by Bassett. Mariners are proud to partner with Fred Hutch, a Seattle-based cancer research institution discovering advances in prevention, treatment, and cures. Join Fred Hutch to celebrate its 40th anniversary at a block party on South Lake Union on its campus there, September 15th. It goes from 4 to 7. For more info at fredhutch.org/block party. Kurt Young, the pitching coach. A couple quick words. Very good left-hander in his day.
Edward Mojica up for the second time. Had him up in the first inning. We got Mark Trumbo as a base hit and RBI, walked in his last at bat. That was in the 3rd.
The 9-pitch at bat last time up, drawing a leadoff walk in the 3rd. Mariners looking for their first hit since the first inning. They went 4 runs on 6 hits. Second inning, they had a base runner by way of a hit and an error. A couple of walks in the 3rd. No one reached in the 4th and 2. An error and a walk here as Trumbo is behind 1 and 2. 2-2. Fought it off. Two on and nobody out. A 2-2 count here to Trumbo. Breaking them all in the dirt. Logan Morrison on deck. But a little jumbo time here.
Over in 3 of the last 4 games for him as Logan Morrison waits on deck.
3-2 pitch. Struck him out. That is the first strikeout for Bassett.
Able to get it on a 3-2 breaking ball. Take a look at it. It ends up right in the middle of the plate. With that strikeout, the Mariners are now 4 for 9 runners in scoring position.
Romo a single and a fly out the center today. Picked up an RBI in the first. His 40th of the season. All one to Logan. Marshall, 262 hitter, 99 games last year, 11 home runs, 38 runs batted in. Romo, this is game number 115. He's got 13 homers and 40 runs batted in. That should get an RBI and will as Cano had to slow down. He was hung up between second and third. He knows about Reddick. So the bases are loaded. Need to make sure that ball was not caught. Thought maybe he was going to be taken off all the way. Watch Cano in the background.
Ball is hit, and Reddick trying to make a diving effort on it. Then he just tries to keep it in front of him once he realized he wasn't going to be able to make the catch.
Probably sort of no man's land. He wanted to score. He's familiar with Reddick's work. Reddick's a good outfielder. Mariners have chased Bassett. They've loaded him up. Second time in the ball game. 4-1. Looking for more as Edward Mujica takes over. The 1976 film, and Chico's Bill Buns, the sponsor of your Little League team. Great movie. Freedom Ring.
Take a look at Chris Bassett and his work. 4 1/3, 7 hits, 4 runs. They were earned. 5 walks today for him. 1 strikeout, 90 pitches through 51 strikes. And he's responsible for all 3 gentlemen on the bases. Edward Mujica going to take over. 37 appearances for him. 4.97 ERA. Opponent's hitting .297 against him. He's given up 9 home runs.
Bases loaded. Cano at third. Seth Smith at second. Logan Morrison at first. Brad Miller, bases loaded this season, has driven in 4. He wants a hit here today. He's walked twice. Looks at a strike. A little shopping at the gap right here. Brad had his druthers.
Gonna make it left center. Billy Burns, the center fielder, shading towards right.
Miller's got 5 sacrifice flies this year. Just left the bases loaded in the first. Trying to cash in here outside from Mujica. Cano reached on an error by the shortstop. A walk, a strikeout to Trumbo. Morrison, base hit. Filled him up. 1-2. Ooh. Called out on strikes.
Went to the off-speed pitch, starts his pitch, it'll end up inside and comes right back to the inside corner. Just 86 miles an hour.
It's out from see if Sucre can get something done here. Popped up, bases loaded first at bat, head into a double play the second at bat. Second time the Mariners have left the bases loaded. The lead still at 4-1.
Major league win. You never can forget You're never going to forget that. And these little kids will never forget their first Felix Day as well, using the hashtag #WhereIRoot. This is Grant and London here at Safeco Field. Then you've got Sarah, who is in the King's Court with her K cards. And finally, Braden from Anchorage, making sure that he stops by and sits in the throne. You know, just trying it on for size. Let's get you back upstairs. Dave and Mike. Guys?
Angie, thank you very much. 4-1 lead for the Mariners, top of the 6th. Felix has 4 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody. Gave up first pitch of the ball game home run to this guy. Billy Burns is going to be coming up here. So look at the pen. Mariner gear out there in force. No surprise that you'll see a Griffey and a Hernandez jersey out there. Top of the order for the A's, Burns, Canna, and Reddick. One pitch, Burns swings at it, grounds out to Cano, 1 away.
His last 2 times up, Felix starting him off with the curveball. 64 pitches, 49 strikes. Felix throwing a lot of strikes, using all of his pitches. He's had good command of everything today.
Unofficially, I have him for 1 3-ball count. That's a good sight. Here's Mark Canna. Fly to left and strikeout. 23,338 on hand here. Safeco Field. Pat Venditti, the switch pitcher. Nice kid. His father encouraged him when he was about 3 years old. Learned how to throw with both arms. That is really cool. Started out in the Yankee organization.
Yeah, we had a chance to see him earlier in the series and topped out at 87 right-handed. I think 85 left-handed. Pretty good.
Command was good.
It was really good.
I know what they want. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Give them what they want. Got some satisfied customers out there in left field. 5th strikeout for Felix.
Looks like a changeup, and it is. You can see the circle change from Felix as the bottom will drop out of it. Canna swing right over the top of it. 89 miles an hour on that changeup.
Reddick, fly to left, took a called 3rd strike. Just getting looking, leading off the 4th. One. Well, Rick Waite's not chopping on the gum as hard as he has in some recent times. He's enjoying that. 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Felix, 2 outs. 2-2 to Reddick. Game 2. Stephen Vogt's on deck. Payoff pitch. First walk of the ball game for Felix. Time now for Geico. This date in MLB history on August 26, 1939. The first telecast of a big league ball game. Reds Dodgers from Ebbets Field in Brooklyn. Then in 02, the first video streaming coverage of an MLB game. Rangers Yankees from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. In 1939, they had just 2 cameras for that telecast.
Stephen Vogt stepping in for the A's.
One of the angles they had in that 1939 game, and that's the other angle right there. And my, how things have changed since then. I believe what was it, Larry McPhail was involved in that, getting TV started. Major League Baseball. I know he started lights 1935-36, I believe, at Cincinnati across the field. Yeah, who knew? Now, talking about 1939 first telecast. Now you can watch the game on your phone.
Things have changed a little bit, haven't they?
Holy mackerel. So you can watch it on your tablet, on your phone while you're out of games. You can watch about 3 games at once if you want. MLB at bat, you can go quad screen. Two outs. Man aboard, and a 2-1 count to Vogt. Twice flied out to Brad Miller in center field. Breaking ball. Long run for Seth Smith. Coming on and makes a catch. Well done. The old Mississippi quarterback. Like he's running some sprints at the end of practice. Go get him. Big catch. Gold Glove third baseman. Look at this ball. Smoked down the third. Backhand. Throws out the hustling Brett Laurie. Well played by Mr. Seager. And the fact that he's in a hitting slump has certainly not affected his defense.
No, it hasn't at all. That's what you would expect from Kyle. People ask me about him all the time, and I say he makes it look so easy, and a lot of those plays are not, including that last one. A lot of question about Kyle when he moved from second base to third. Arm strength, accuracy. He's usually right on the money.
Pat Venditti takes over, so that he has declared that he's going to throw left-handed to Ketel Marte, a switch hitter. Marte batting right. Marte 1 for 3, first inning single and a run scored. The switch pitcher out of Omaha, Nebraska. Pat pitched 2 innings on Monday. Scoreless work with a strikeout.
And he's limited just 12 2/3 so far, but he's pitched well.
He threw righty to Marte in the game a couple of days ago. 1-2.
Maybe the left arm feels a little bit better today.
Nice to have options. Well prepared. Toe plates, both feet. He's a switch pitcher. Shoe representative was on the case. Breaking ball, hammered, gap, and watch him run. Marte will hold with a double.
Great opportunity for the Mariners to add on. Scored all 4 runs in the first inning. Haven't been able to score since, even though they've had a lot of base runners. We'll take a look at it. 79 miles an hour. Marte hitting right-handed. Drives it into the gap.
Marte's 6th double as a right-hand hitter.
And he's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Yep. Overall, his 8th double. Seager 0 for 3. Ground out to third. 2 pops to center. Strike 1 to Kyle. Two. I'm sure Edgar will get some extra work in with Kyle.
That's already been going on.
Continue. He'll amp it up. Here's a runner over. Productive out. Runner at third, 1 out for the Mariners, leading 4-1. Round up the fellas. Head to Safeco Field Saturday, September 12. EQC Guys Night Out. Pick up a ticket, a drink voucher, and a Mariners cap with a bottle opener. Built-in bottle opener, all for $35. Specially priced tickets are available at mariners.com/guys. Nature Cruz pick up another RBI.
A's will bring their infield in.
You mentioned it last night. This is not something you sign necessarily dreaming about, drawing an infield with Cruz at the plate.
I think all 4 infielders right now are fine with ball 4.
Eddie pitching right-handed to Nelly. Still breaking ball, 1-1. On 1 pitch. Nelly an RBI single to center in the first, hit by a pitch in the second, fly to center in the fourth. Laid off. 74 miles an hour.
shots of control, Cano.
Full count.
They didn't give in to him. Right back to the breaking ball again. 75 in the middle of the plate.
Three-two pitch. Up the middle, base hit. Another RBI for Nelson Cruz. 5-1 Mariners. 2 RBI day for Nelly's got 81. Such a good hitter. And again, RBI with 2 strikes.
And he was absolutely looking for the slow breaking ball that time. Swing through it on the. Swings through the 3-1 pitch, and then this one well off the plate away, but he stays with it and hits it right by the pitcher. Marte's scored a couple of runs in the game.
Seager, tip of the cap, moving the runner over. There's Cano, has been aboard all 3 times. Single, error by the pitcher, error by the shortstop. A 5-1 lead for the Mariners, and they've left 8 men on. Bases loaded twice, first inning and the 5th. Doing one to Robbie. Breaking ball down the line, going foul.
Nice catch.
Baby. Not a drop was spilled. Two and 2 to Cano. Full count. Seth Smith on deck. Three-two pitch, breaking ball.
Robbie would like to have that pitch back. 73 miles an hour on the inner half of the plate. And you can see the smile on his face.
One out with Cruz at first. A run in. And popped up. Sogard's got it. We'll get to Chicago later on tonight. And open up a 4-game series. Second time in a week we'll see the Sox.
Mariners going to see a lot of left-handers again. 3 out of the 4 days left-handed pitching.
From Chicago, the Mariners will go to Houston, and then we'll see the A's the first weekend in September. Strike one to Seth. First inning RBI single to left. Bounced into a double play and walked. 0-1 as we play here, bottom 6. 2 outs. Mariners 4 runs in the first inning and 1 more here in the 6th. So 3-1 count, Seth Smith.
Mark Trumbo waiting on deck.
Three-one pitch. Takes it for a strike. Cruz will take off on his 3-2 pitch. Slow breaking ball. That strikes him out. Nelson Cruz drives in a run and expands the Mariner lead to 5-1. 2 RBI day for Nelly.
Fields, where the Mariners lead it 5-1. Hey, don't forget that there's an all-new episode of Seahawks All Access airing tonight at 10:30. I will go one-on-one with punter John Ryan, who is always entertaining, and we'll look back at the second preseason game against the Kansas City Chiefs. One more time, join us tonight at 10:30 for Seahawks All Access. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Mariners with a 5-1 lead. We go to the top of the 7th. Gorgeous day here in Seattle, 68 degrees. Crowd of 23,338 to watch Felix. He struck out 5, walked 1. 1 run. First pitch of the ball game, Billy Burns homered. Here's a drive deep left center field off the bat of Brett Laurie, and it is into the bullpen, a home run. His 12th and RBI number 50. Langley, BC zone. Second home run given up by Felix today.
Well, we've been talking about it. Felix throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. This is on a breaking ball. Actually, it looked like his changeup just ran right back the middle in.
Billy Butler, the hitter, strikeout and a single to right. One. Doing one. That home run, just the third hit for the A's today. Burns home run, single by Butler in the fifth, and now Laurie with the home. Three and one. Full count now. Butler looks at a strike.
John Doolittle, left-hander, getting loose in the pen for the A's.
Victory call. Got him. Half a dozen strikeouts for Phillips. Butler not thrilled. One out, a run in here in the seventh. Time now for a T-Mobile Data Strong fan photo of the game. And here we go. Leo Mora. Big Kyle Seager fan. They sign him too. Coach Chris, he took a called third strike last time up. That was in the fifth. One. He's got that pitch back working.
Yeah, he's had a good curveball all afternoon. Fastball command has been really good too.
Seven strikeouts would be the next stop for Felix. This one fouled off. Sitting on 6 strikeouts. Most K's he's had since striking out 9 at Colorado on the 3rd of August.
Well, he just overthrowing the changeup right there. Spiked it out in front of home plate. Two.
Line to right. Cruz is there. 2 outs to the bring of Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 2 tonight, or this afternoon. Ball 1. Come back. Nice easy inning for Felix. And they have flipped the Lomo. Gives up the Laurie home run. And that's it. Felix and the Mariners 5-2 lead. As you consider how well Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list. Play today. Beautiful day here at Safeco Field in Seattle. 23,338 on hand here at Safeco Field. Dave Sims along with Mike Flowers, Heroic Sports Crews. We come to you above the A at Safeco Field. And the new pitcher for the Oakland Athletics, a guy that's seen way too much time on the DL. When he's been right, he's been really good over the years. Sean Doolittle, third man out of the pen for Oakland today.
Just an inning and 2/3 for him on the year. Typically he has a good fastball. We'll see where he's at today. Usually he's 94, 95 miles an hour.
Mark Trumbo to lead it off.
Mark 1 for 2 today. Had a base hit in the first inning. Picked up an RBI. Walked in the third and had a strikeout swing in the fifth.
Strained left shoulder. Kept Doolittle out of action for a long time. The end of season on a DL with a strained left rotator cuff. He's not airing that near what we've seen from him over the years. Converted first baseman. He's ahead of Trumbo here, 1-2.
Last fastball 90 miles an hour, elevated out over the plate. He's still trying to build up some arm strength. Not the normal fastball we see from him.
Still talking shoulder, arms, all that kind of stuff. It's amazing. Able to come back. Got that at 91. 2-4 last year, 61 games, 22 saves. Year before 5-5 with 2 saves. Good ERA last year, 2.73. 89 strikeouts, 8 walks last season. 1-2 pitch.
He's already thrown a couple of changeups last year. It was nothing but fastballs from him. Right after hitters. His velocity down a little bit, working his way back.
One-two. Simeon makes a good play here. One out. Change up your commute. Take our online trip planner for a spin at soundtransit.org.
Logan Morrison 2 for 3 today, having a good day after hitting the home run last night. 2-run homer. 2 for 3 with an RBI.
It's time the Mariners come home. It'll be Labor Day. It'll be an afternoon start at 3:40 against the Rangers. First of 4. 2 night games and 2 day games in that series for Texas. Final visit here in the 15th season. Doolittle trying to work his way back. American League All-Star team last year. Converted first baseman. Made the conversion back in 2011. .22 saves last year, most by a lefty in Oakland A's history. She fouled back. First pitch of the ballgame, Billy Burns homered off of Felix, a 1-0 A's, but the Mariners come right back in the home first. They get 4 runs on 6 hits, left the bases loaded, sent 10 men to the plate. Had them loaded in the 5th, couldn't score. They do get an RBI in the 6th from Cruz. Run number 5, and top half of the 7th inning. Brett Laurie, first pitch swinging homer into the bullpen in left center field. 5-2 is where we are right now, and a 3-1 count to Lomo. And Morrison will take his base. 1 out base run for the Mariners for Brad Miller. Brad being called back.
Austin Jackson going to pinch hit for him. Austin has been a hot hitter for the Mariners. They've been swinging the bat well. Probably going to go in as a defensive replacement anyway, so you have the lefty-righty matchup with Austin hitting.
Jackson, a .261 hitter, 7 homers, 36 runs batted in. For pinch hitting, there are his numbers. 2-run single last night, 2 for 4 on the evening. So Mariners rally to win 6-5. Strike 1, Austin. High and 0-2.
Austin hitting .261. He's been real consistent with his approach this year, hitting everything up the middle the other way.
Martian back.
Franklin Gutierrez has come out on deck.
Ball 1. Felix threw 7, has 6 strikeouts, walked 1, and given up 2 solo home runs. Runner goes. Morrison is safe. Manny Gonzalez, second base umpire. Yeah, stolen base for Lomo, his 7th.
And Logan going on the first move, takes off right away. A little bit of time to get the ball to the first baseman, and it looked as if Canna had a tough time getting it down to second. Logan able to hang on as he slides past the base.
One and 2 to Austin Jackson. One, 2. Another foul back.
Doolittle going after Austin with nothing but fastballs. Best fastball so far today has been 93 miles an hour. Giving him a workout.
Sure is. You're the guy giving an inch. One out. Little pitch, foul back one more time. Number 8 coming up.
7 pitches and still just a 1-2 count.
Two. Through the hole, base hit. Morrison will get the stop sign at third. Reddick with a great arm. The ball that hit real deep. So 1 out. Runners at the corners for the Mounds. And Jesus Sucre going to come up.
Ed Gutierrez on deck. They called him back and they're going to let Sucre hit. Nobody throwing in the A's bullpen right now. So far, Sean Doolittle has thrown 20 pitches in the inning. A lot of those to Austin Jackson, who just won the battle and picked up a base hit. Bob Melvin now making a trip out to the mound.
Sucre with a team best 5 sacrifices.
Lloyd McClendon and Edgar Martinez giving some instruction to Sucre.
The base hit by Austin Jackson, the Mariners' 10th of the ballgame.
I have 7 for 15 runners in scoring position this afternoon, including that last base hit by Austin.
1 out, runners at the corner. Sucre didn't show bunt, takes a strike. Sucre has popped up to third with the bases loaded. Bounced into a double play. And hit a comebacker to the pitcher with the bases loaded. To Sucre.
You see that last pitch up out of the strike zone, helped him out a little bit.
Takes ball 1.
Doolittle tried to climb the ladder a little bit higher. Sucre able to lay off of
it. Runner goes, swung on. Simeon has one play at first and a run scores. Mariners have a 6-2 lead. Sucre put it in play. Morrison scores. Moving to second is Austin Jackson. RBI for Sucre.
Fastball in on his hands, breaks his bat, jams him, but because Austin Jackson was on the move, no double play for the A's.
Two outs. Marte can pick up a run. Jackson, good speed out at second base.
Another good afternoon for Marte. 2 for 4, has a double. He scored 2 runs out of the leadoff spot. Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen. It looks like Felix will come back out and pitch the 8th inning. 93 pitches for Felix as you look at Fernando Abad getting loose.
Two to Marte. All 2 strikes. Felix has held Oakland to 2 runs on 3 hits. Struck out 6, walked 1. Trying to get his 21st career win against the Athletics. Number 15. Here in this season, that's hit foul. Two and 2 as Vogt digs it out.
Next pitch will be the 30th pitch in the inning for Doolittle. It really made him work.
RBI out there for Marte with 2 outs and a 2-2 pitch. Two and 2. Foul ball. Doolittle must feel like he's out there for about a week.
Seems like it. That's on a changeup. Clearly foul. Another long at bat for the Mariners. Be the 8th pitch to Marte.
Those 30 seconds between each pitch. And Mr. Doolittle paying off right here. 3 and 2. Runner goes. Chop foul. Three and 2. Line drive, Burns right there. Mariners get a run on a hit. Nowhere is leave him in, and Felix has a 6-2 lead. It's being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Jack in the Box. If the Mariners win, mention Mariners for a free Jumbo Jack with purchase tomorrow at Jack in the Box. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Scare for every Mariners win. And by CenturyLink, your link. So what's next? Beautiful view of the water skiing. Folks having a good time out of Lake Sammamish. Eric Sogard batting in the 9-hole today. He leads off here in the 8th, followed by Billy Burns and Mark Canha. Alex with 6 strikeouts. New center fielder Austin Jackson taking over for Brad Miller. Pinch hit for him, delivered a single in the 7th inning.
Felix now at 95 pitches, sitting in the dugout for a long time.
Does takeout order make it?
I have to believe it did. But the problem with that is after 93 pitches sitting in the dugout for that long, you have to worry about him getting a little tight. Missing with the first 3 fastballs off the plate. He's had excellent fastball command this afternoon.
Sogard's been hit by a pitch and grounded out to Cano. So Vidal Nuno back in the bullpen. His spot in the rotation taken by Roenis Elias. We'll see him tomorrow in Chicago. Elias 3-1. And two runs given up by Felix. Billy Burns first pitch of the ball game with a home run. 7th inning, first pitch to Brett Laurie. He homered. And here's Felix's King's Court rooting for strikeout number 7. Not a big group in the King's Court, but a hearty group nonetheless. Two pitch. Pulled down the Lomo. Easy play. 1 out. Top of the order, Billy Burns. He is 1 for 3. A homer to right center field. And 2 ground outs to second.
First pitch fastball that he homered on his next 2 at bats. Felix started him off with the curveball. Had a good series, 6 for 13 for Billy Burns.
Third time he's grounded out to Cano. 2 away. Follow the Mariners wherever you are with MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bats up to the moment at any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, statcast, and more. Get MLB.com At Bat for your smartphone or tablet. 2 outs here in the 8th. Brings up Mark Canha, fly to left and 2 strikeouts. Looking pitch by Felix.
Good to see the Mariners offensively add on, scoring the 4 runs in the first inning. Picked up a run in the 6th and another one in the 7th.
Good foul. Felix poised to end the inning right here. Mendo Abad continues to heat up. looking for strikeout number 7. The 1-2 pitch. Got it. Strikeout number 7 comes here to end the 8th inning. Felix and the Mariners with the lead at 6-2.
At the lengths that people come to root on your Seattle Mariners, like Anna coming all the way from England to cheer on the Mariners. That is definitely true to the blue. Debbie is hanging with her baseball besties here at Safeco Field. And finally, how about this? I love to hear this. Mr. Cano just signed all 3 of my baby's jerseys. I guess that's the Twitter handle Bucks Trio, because there's 3 children there. But guys, we often see this with Robinson Cano, him taking out the time to sign autographs as Felix Hernandez takes some time out to get some hooks.
Felix's day's over, no doubt about it. All right, Angie, thank you very much. Nice work by Felix. 7 strikeouts, gave up 2 solo home runs, walked 1. Kings Court, they got their money's worth today.
I would say so. Looks like it will be Nuno. He's still up in the bullpen.
Kyle Seager to lead it off here in the bottom of the 8th. 0-4 today. Mariners got 4 in the first, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. Left the bases loaded in the 1st and in the 5th. Left 10 men on base today. Randall Abad, the new pitcher.
For Abad, 48 appearances on the year at 3.22 ERA, 36 strikeouts to 11 walks. Well, he's hitting just .231 against him. He has given up 7 home runs.
Pitched an inning and 3rd scoreless ball last night. Jump on this 3-1 pitch.
First 4 pitches, all of them off the plate away.
And he does. That's how you break out of a slump, big fella. Kyle Seager with a home run, his 18th of the season. It breaks it 0 for 14. That's how you get it done.
A little bit surprised they came back inside with a fastball. First 4 pitches away. Clearly that's the way they wanted to get him out. He gets into a 3-1 count. You can see the catcher set up right there inside. Abad gets it on the inside corner, and Kyle makes him pay for it. Drops the barrel right on this fastball. Look at Kyle's head right there, right in the hitting area.
That's a welcome sight. All one. Nelson Cruz.
Well, the Mariners continue to add on, which is good to see. A run in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and now 1 here in the 8th.
Cruz driven in 2 runs. Well done. That's the second hit on the homestand. 2 for 26.
18th home run on the year for him. Nelson Cruz, another good day for him. 2 for 3. Scored a run and has 2 RBIs. 2 RBIs take him to 81 on the year.
He's got a 3-1 count. A lot of good stuff there. 7-2 lead. 3-1 to Nelly. That is hit high, deep, into the pen. Goodbye, boomstick, baby. Home run number 39. 3 RBIs for Cruz today. This guy is remarkable.
I think if most batters in this league hit that pitch the way that Nelson Cruz did, it's probably caught a couple of feet in front of the warning track, but he gets tremendous carry and a lot of leverage in that swing to go along with the power. Towering fly ball that just continued to carry out to the pen.
On the barrel, baby, on the barrel. You know what? I'm not even going to start picking of the 39. I like them all. I like them all.
That's a great answer.
He can really hit them. 39 home runs, and this is game 127. He hit 40 last year.
And he came into the game hitting .317, and he adds 3 more hits to that. So, what a year.
8th time the Mariners have gone back-to-back homers this season. Abad is behind 3-1 on both Seager and Cruz. 12th hit for the Mariners.
Another good count for a Mariner hitter, 2-0. Evan Scribner getting loose, right-hander. Goes hard.
The starters for Oakland have been pretty good. The bullpen has not been up to their usual. It's one of the big reasons why they're in last place. No, didn't like the call. 2-1. Some of that action. 2-2. Had a good day. Felix, 8 strong innings. Homers by Seager and Cruz. 12 hits today. 8-2 lead. Full count. Robinson Cano. Seth Smith on deck. Breaking ball. Simeon gets Cano.
And Bob Melvin going to make a pitching change. We have Evan Scribner
We'll step aside. I could listen to audio of those home runs from Cruz. It sounded when he hits them, you know it. And it's such a resounding thunderclap when he hits them. There's no question about it. 8-2 Mariners. Hits it. They had a couple home runs here in the 8th inning. Seager and Cruz going back to back. Win a refrigerator. Nominate plays of the week by going to the hashtag RootFanFave. Each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light refrigerator. Just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. New pitcher for the Athletics. Bring in Evan Scribner, a right-hander, after Fernando Abad was touched up with 2 home runs here in the 8th.
For Scribner, 52 appearances on the year. Another high ERA out of the A's bullpen, 4.42 ERA. And 14 home runs this year.
An RBI double in the first. They didn't do a double play in the second. Walked in the 5th. Struck out in the 6th. Slicing drive deep left field. Going back to make the catch. Coco Crisp. CenturyLink, what's next? 4 games with the White Sox coming up. Roanna Salias gets a start tomorrow against Carlos Rodon. Taijuan Walker against John Danksy. Wakuma against Samardzija. Mike Montgomery against Quintana.
3 out of the 4 starters for the White Sox are left-handed. So Franklin Gutierrez, Jesus Montero going to get some work in Chicago.
Samardzija, the only right-hander in that group. There's Trumbo. First inning RBI single, walk, strikeout, and a ground out today. Two and one. A's 9th inning on 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Reddick, Vogt, and Long. Right at Reddick, and that'll do it. 2 home runs highlight the Mariners' 8th inning. Seager's 18th, Cruz's 39th. Nuno in to close it out. 8-2 Mariners.
By Delta Airlines. Jen Mueller will be down at the field level. Also, congratulations to Kyle Seager, by the way. And we will head inside. Hear from that man right there, the skipper, Lloyd McClendon. We will get you set for the road trip as the Mariners get another crack at the Chicago White Sox. And we will also try to track down Felix Hernandez, guys, after a fantastic outing. It's all coming up on Mariners Postgame presented by Delta.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Here's a look at what Felix turned in today.
Really good work from Felix. 8 innings, just 3 hits. A couple of solo home runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. He threw 105 pitches, 73 of those for strikes. Felix today faced 29 batters, 21st pitch strikes as Nuno is going to take over. 22 appearances for him, a 3.29 ERA.
Jake Smolinski pinch hitting for Reddick. balls, 1 strike. Smolinski. And last night's game went 1 for 2 with a walk. And you're back with a strike, 2-2.
Tom getting loose just in case.
Felix's last 2 starts, 8 1/3, 14 runs, 21 hits. Today, 8 innings of 2 runs and 3 hits. Broken bat, slow roller. Good play, Marte, 1 down.
Really looked good charging the ball, getting rid of it quickly with something on it.
Josh Fegley going to pinch hit. Pinch hit for Vogt. Marte blossoming. Good looking young player. strike, 1-1. Two. Swing and a miss. Nuno with a strikeout, 2 outs.
The fastball down at the bottom of the strike zone. So for the A's, down to Brett Lawrie. Lawrie 1 for 3, the 1 hit, a home run. His 12th home run on the year.
Base hit through the hole, Brett Lawrie. 2-hit day for him.
I'll bring up Billy Butler. He's 1 for 3. And a single to right field and a couple of strikeouts.
Billy Butler, 1 for 3, struck out swinging and looking. Lawrie takes off for second. This one hit foul on that circle. Chris knocked it down. He's down to the final strike here in the 9th. It's their final visit to Safeco Field this season. We'll see them for the last time this season next weekend in Oakland. 3 games. All in 2 strikes. Nuno ready, pitch to Butler. Down to dirt.
Lawrie will get second base indifference.
Two and 2 to Butler, 2 out. Runner at second. Pitch from Nuno. Missed way outside. Full count. Nuno ready. 3-2 pitch here to Butler. Time called. Here we go. 3-2 to Billy Butler. Lost it. Wasn't close. First and second, 2 outs. Coco Crisp.
Coco 0 for 3. Ground out the first. Strikeout looking. Fly out to right. Next pitch will be 20 in the inning for Nuno. Tom Wilhelmsen continues to throw out in the Mariner bullpen.
Ball 1.
20 pitches, 9 strikes for Nuno.
This will do it. Fly ball center field. Backing up Jackson. Ball game over. Mariners win 8-2. Felix ends a 2-game losing streak. Joins Dallas Keuchel. It's the only 15-game winners in the American League, and the Mariners take 2 out of 3 from Oakland to finish this homestand at 3-3.
Great outing for Felix. You mentioned the 15 wins. Felix going 8 innings today, which was a big key because the bullpen had to pitch 7 2/3 in yesterday's ball game. And Nelson Cruz continues to be a big part of the offense this year. 3 RBIs. He scored a couple of runs. Kyle Seager with his 18th home run on the year.
3 hours even on this time of game. 23,338. Talk to you from Chicago tomorrow. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad and Bill.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. We'll talk about that road trip 4 in Chicago, but how about that guy, Nelson Cruz? The Mariners win it. They win the series. Finish up 3-3 in this homestand. 39 home runs for that guy, Bill. You know, we talked to him yesterday and said, you do your part on the field. Keep producing. We'll do our part. Keep saying you should be an MVP candidate, and he certainly proved it again today. Going to the top of the list, isn't he?
He's just having an incredible year, and today was no exception. Got it going early in the first inning. Little base hit up the middle as he shortens up. Drives in Marte, who had led off with a double. That's number 1 RBI for the day.
3 hits, 3 RBIs, including that 39 home run. I think he's got to, go past Trout now. Just he and Donaldson. I'm hoping in the American League, people just realize what a year he's having.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a chance to lead the American League in hits and RBI. The last guy to do it was Jim Rice, 1978.
Yes.
And guess what he did that year?
Won the MVP for the Red Sox.
Let's make the case. Donaldson's playing in a bandbox. Big deal what he's doing with all those guys around him.
Get him going. I love it. More on Cruz later. Let's go down to the field and join Jen Mueller standing by with Logan Morrison.
Nice day today. Nice night yesterday with the 2-run homer. What has been the difference the last couple of days, and what can you point to from the cage work and all the extra work you've been doing?
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff's just trying to get some rhythm, timing, stay sharp, shorten my swing up. It's helping out. Still not there yet. Saw some pretty good pitches to drive and hit singles. But I think it's just one of those things. You just got to keep grinding, keep going, and stay positive.
Let's talk about the stolen base. Lefty on the mound. Were you going on first movement?
Yes, yeah. Got the steal, so it's going on first movement and just tried to get big and slide late.
What did you see from Felix and his ability to lock in after giving up that leadoff homer?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get to a guy like Felix, you got to get to him early, and if you're going to get to him at all. And he did a great job of keeping him off balance, using the slider, curveball, and changeup, and spotting the fastball. So he's a really good pitcher and very, very special.
And lastly, Nelson Cruz, a very special hitter, home run number 39 today. What impresses you, or is there anything left to impress you about what he does?
It's everything he does is impressive. He's so consistent. The way that he's able to barrel balls and pick balls up that are low and hit them out for homers is something that we all look at and want to do. And, it's always good to have a guy like that in your team to show you the way.
Logan Morrison on base 3 times today. Felix Hernandez picks up win number 15 and a nice win for the Mariners overall.
Jen, Mr. Morrison, thank you very much. Yeah, Logan, a home run last night on his birthday. A couple of singles here today. All right, Felix, win number 15, as Dave Sims said, tying Dallas Keuchel for the most in the American League with 15. He gave up just 3 hits today, Bill. 2 of those home runs. The line, pretty impressive. 8 strong, 7 Ks, all in 105 pitches. We go right to your local Ford keys to the game. And the big key, Felix Hernandez.
Yeah, he survived the dead calm. The big fear of the great Mariner is no wind. Well, he got some wind in the first inning. 4 runs by the offense, and granted, he did give up an opening home run to Billy Burns, an unlikely candidate. After that, he knuckled down, and he was the Felix that we're used to seeing. Unpredictable, 4-pitch command, particularly the curveball, which allowed him to get deeper into counts and then get to the vintage changeup that was much, much better today. He was the king that we're used to seeing. It's been a rocky month of August, an ERA north of 8, but he dominated the A's. They couldn't predict him. Just when you think you're going to get the changeup, he locks you up with a fastball away. A very efficient 105 pitches over 8 innings, 20 of 29 first pitch strikes. You know, it takes great resolve when you're expected to be so good so often, to come off the streak that he's been on, to stay confident and believe in yourself. That's what makes the great one so great, Brad.
Win number 140 for Felix. And you know who else liked that, Key? As we mentioned earlier, Nicole Kidman. Dead calm. Underrated
she lived
movie.
through that. She made through it.
She did. She survived it.
Yes, she did.
Felix survived the A's today. All right, again, Felix breaking that 2-game skid. Much more to get to on our post-game show. Congrats to Felix and the Mariners. More on Cruz. We'll hear from the skipper and talk about the upcoming 10-game road trip. All coming up on Mariners post-game, presented by Delta Airlines.